I hope there are questions because the questions often make the class even more intense than the actual meditation and bring up subjects that are so deep inside and really make me go very deep inside to tap real answers. The questions are very good when people have them. I'm not looking for intellectual questions or compare and contrast this religion and that religion. I mean, that's not what I do, but questions based on a real and profound need to grow, to evolve, to develop a spiritual life, to overcome the obstacles and the things that really uh, present themselves and try to keep us from reaching a higher level of consciousness in ourselves. Does anyone have a question they would like to ask? And it's okay not to have questions. Don't feel guilty if you don't have a question. Just keep taking the energy deeper inside and allow it to expand your capacity as a human being and ability to live in the world and probably more than anything else, just to arrive at a place where there really is a deep sense of inner peace.
Stuart, this is Tom. I've
Yes,
got a
Tom.
question. Um, this past week, we broke ground on what will probably be the last house I built for a customer in my career, hopefully. And other big things are changing in my life. Um, but I carry so much tension in my back from the work that I do that I'm wondering if over the past few years, the flow in my legs has been opening up. Is it okay to sneak energy up to your heart from below rather than to bring it over the top? Or does it always have to be a clockwise cycle?
No, not necessarily. I mean, the energy inside you flows in both directions. I mean, look, when a child is born, understand, it's almost, not almost, the soul of the child moves down the spine and into, the womb of the person that one is making love with. And there is, there's both dynamics go on inside a human being. Look, you want to open your heart, Tom. Uh, get rid of the word but in your vocabulary. Okay. Everything is going great, but I have an ache in the back of my spine. Everything is going great, and I can deal with this ache by learning how to move energy there and to heal myself of the problem. It's a much better way of looking at life than saying how things are really good, but I got this problem, because then the problem just lingers and you never do anything about it. But we all have, you think I don't have aches and pains? Sometimes to get through a class like this, you don't realize what I have to overcome in myself. I'm grateful to have to overcome these things in myself. All of them have made me stronger. All of them have given me a deeper connection with God, with spirit, with my teachers, with Rudy and Nityananda, with all of you. So it just depends upon how you look at these things and what you do with them. And instead of having this big but, I have this pain. Yeah, I have a pain, and I will work within myself to build a system that will absorb the pain and enable me to deal with the pain, or at least go above the frequency of the pain so it doesn't interfere with my creative life. This will make you stronger. This will enable you to move on in your life. And there'll be no buts about it. You just do it. And, otherwise we think, well, why do I have pain? Everybody has pain. I mean, I don't know a person alive I mean, I don't know everybody alive, but I doubt if there's a person alive that lives a day without some kind of pain inside them.
Stuart, it's the deadness rather than the pain. All my life I've had pain, but it's the deadness of not having a living spine all the time. Sometimes I do. Sometimes it's tied up in a knot.
So what's the answer, Tom? If it's tied up in a knot and there's deadness there, it's telling you that you need to work a little deeper on yourself. It could come alive. There can be regeneration of your spine, the energy in your spine. It'll come alive. You've got to do the work on yourself. And that is what it's telling you. That is exactly what it is telling you. That there's more room for you to grow. You have to build that chakra system so it gets deeply powerful inside and it can absorb that deadness. It brings life. It regenerates you as a human being. And all of these things, we all have these problems, and it's just how we look at them and what we do with them. That really is the solution to the problem. What do? We have deadness in the spine. Okay, I can work on myself. I can continue to build chi that will nurture the spine. And I can also draw a lot of energy through the sexual area and activate Kundalini. And if you activate Kundalini, that'll truly nurture your spine. And the deadness will maybe not completely disappear, but a great deal of it will. I have learned of doing this work for so many, this is how I have to look at my life. I can't say, but I have this problem. Yeah, we all have problems, you know? What do we do about them? How do we work with them? How do we build ourselves inside because of our problems? Because of our physical problems, our emotional problems, our mental problems, none of these things exist that can't be healed. It just depends upon the individual and how they approach their inner life. You become a slave to the problems and, oh my God, I will never get past this, it's too much. Or you say, okay, I can build the chi, I can build the power in myself. I can draw more energy through the sexual area that will nurture the spine. So it just completely depends upon taking full responsibility for yourself and never thinking that life is supposed to be any way. Because I don't know how the hell life is supposed to be. And I never know what's going to come next and what kind of problems are going to come next and what kind of solutions are going to come next to those problems. So I think that's a healthy way of looking at yourself, Tom. Not thinking ever that it's supposed to be a certain way. It is what it is. Now learn how to deal with it. Build yourself inside and learn how to deal with it. And it's not only you, I'm sure it's everybody sitting here. And I'm sure it's everybody 8 billion strong in the world that have the same situation. And people are masses at blaming the objective world for all of the problems they have. And the objective world is just a reflection of what goes on inside all of us. I hope that's clear because it would do me an enormous favor if it is, because you would start working on yourself in such a deep way that you would never have to ask a question like that again or succumb to this feeling in yourself that I can't get over these problems. And then you'll see creative energy and what will manifest in your life. All the stuff that these things have been blocking for most of your life. This energy can start manifesting and who knows what takes place? Now, I know what I'm asking is not easy to do. Look, I'm not naive. I've been through it all my life. But I also understand profoundly that it's possible to do what I'm talking about.
I'm, I'm grateful that I could hear you. I got my hearing aids tuned to the right level, and I took it in. And thank you, Stuart.
No, Tom, look, I've known you forever, God bless you. I want to see you get past all these things. I really do. I mean, my God, what is it, 40 years or something? Maybe more, I don't know. And I want to see you get past. You work hard, you have devoted your life to doing deep spiritual practice. Now we need the rewards of that, which is getting past the things you were talking about. Does anyone else have a question they'd like to ask? Okay, God bless you all. Thank you. As I said, started this class today, I thought nobody was going to show up today. It turned out there's a full house of people. And it really brought up some very deep things at a level of energy that I'm so grateful to be able to share with all of you. And hopefully the power of this Kundalini practice that we do can transform all of the blocks and all of the tensions inside us and enables us to truly experience, higher realms of creativity, both in our lives and internally with our connection to God. It all works together. So thank you and bless you all and have a wonderful day. And there'll be class, this class will be again on Tuesday, and there's also a class this evening and tomorrow evening. So thank you, bless you, and I'm looking forward to seeing you all soon. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you, you too, and bless you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Yours.